Hey, hey, how are you? I hope you're doing great. This is a 5x7 palette sign. I know you recognize it. You can get it in my shop or by commenting the word joy on this video. So let me see if I can come over here to my video. All right, so I want to paint this, but I'm using this chocolate brown, which is very dark. Okay, so this is just chalk paint. I'm just adding a little bit of water to it to kind of thin it a little bit. I got a lot on here, so yeah, I think I want to do this. I don't know what I want to do, but I just want to paint this real quick, lightly. I got way too much paint for my purposes, but that's okay. Alright. So I have two projects for you with this transfer tonight. Let me see if I can pull this up. Here we are. Hi Karen, hey Brooke, hi Alma, hey Stephanie, welcome ladies. Alright, so we're going to use this transfer, Joy, tonight. This is one of the ones from last year that was unpaused for the holidays. I'm going to add a little more water and see if I can't. Make this a tiny bit darker. Okay. All right. So I love this transfer. I loved it last year. I made some Christmas cards last year with it, and they turned out really great. But I wanted to show you the versatility of our transfers tonight. So I have two things that we're going to do. Okay. All right. So that's just chocolate paint. Okay. Nothing special. Just folk art chalk paint. Okay, from, I don't know, I think I bought that on Amazon. I don't know what I buy or where I get it all. Hi Laura, hi Rainy. Uh-oh. I hope my signal's okay. It looks a little, no, it's called Java. It's this paint right here. No, unfortunately bark is not that dark. You could, I guess, add black to it maybe. And get, hi Brooke, oh, thank you so much for the stars too, by the way. And hi Laura and Sharon, welcome. Alright, so this is Dune paste, okay. I want to paint the background of these cutouts really quick with Dune. So I just grabbed a little brush and I'm just getting a little bit off the lid of this jar. So we're going to use Shimmer Crimson tonight, okay, which is red, of course. On both of the projects, we're going to use the same color. And I'm hoping that they'll coordinate together. I don't know that I would display them together because they both are going to say Joy on them. But they would be really cute as gifts or whatever, right? So if you are the type of person, hi Deborah, hi Tammy, like me, that I like things, I like decor items in my house, and sometimes I want more than just signs, and t-shirts and pillows, okay? So I want to try and give y'all some other ideas. I find different surfaces all over the place constantly. Everything I see pretty much is a surface these days. Whenever I'm out in the world, the other one that we're going to use tonight, I bought last fall, not really knowing what I was going to do with it, but knowing that it will be fabulous, whatever I decide. So I finally got the pieces together and figured I'd do something with it tonight. Hi Marsha, no, you're good. I just started, so no problem. All right, you can comment the word Joy to get all the stuff to make this, okay? So that link will give you the transfer, the Shimmer Crimson, and that palette sign. And then you can use our transfers, as y'all know, multiple times. Like, they're guaranteed 8 to 10 times. Hi, Tina. I haven't seen you in forever. Hey, Ruth Ann. How are you, love? I did have a good day. Thank you, Sandra. I appreciate that. I don't know why I always get like a line of paint on the edge of my stuff. Hey, Lisa. Welcome. All right, so those are good and painted now. I just want to dry them real quick. Hey, Michelle. How are you? So, yeah, I had a great day today. I finished packing all of the orders that have been paid from my live sale. So you should have gotten a shipping notification. If you've paid your invoice, then you should have gotten an email. If you haven't gotten it yet, then you will be getting it very shortly. It goes usually about 3 hours after I make the label. I hope that my video is cleared up now. It seems like it's cleared up this way. Oh no. Well, you need to take some time for you, Tina. That's an order. Alright, so this is dry now. I am going to wax these, okay? So we're going to use just a little bit of surface wax. Because I don't want to pull up my paste whenever I put, my paste whenever I put down the transfer. Although this one has a lot of silk screen on it, so I probably will be okay. Even if I didn't wax it, but I just want to be sure. Okay? So let me see if I can drag this thing over here. Alright, I love this light, y'all. It's the best. One of the best tools that I've gotten, I don't know what is on this, probably paint or paste or whoever. Who knows what's on here, but that's okay. Alright, so I am going to fuzz this a little bit. I have my fuzzing cloth here. And again, it's a lot of silk screen, so you probably don't have to fuzz it a ton, but a little bit will work, okay? So I'm going to do these one at a time, but these will fit like right, the cutout will go right in the center. Oh my goodness, my thing is freaking out. I don't know what's going on with my monitor is like not wanting to work over here. Okay, now Shimmer Crimson paste, it's red with glitter because you know Pammy loves some glitter over here. Alright. That looks incredible with the with the dune in the background. I'm loving it. Okay, so that one's good, and then let us continue on. And if you notice on this O, it's kind of got like a little bit of an offset. I don't know if y'all can tell, but the way that the transfer is there's an offset on the transfer. So if y'all get these cutouts, just keep an eye out for that part of it. And you'll see it whenever you go to put it on the transfer, okay? This jar is about done. But I'm trying to get every last bit out of it, as you know. That's how I roll. I'm not letting any go to waste. I really need to get a stir stick, or my multi-tool, and stir that up really good. Mix all of it in. Alright, so there's my O, okay? I love these letters on this transfer. The font is really neat. Like I don't know, it seems really like opulent, you know? rich and fancy letters, you know? I like it a lot. Thank you, Marcia. I appreciate you sprinkling for me. All right. So anyway, you can comment the word joy to get all the stuff to make this. So tell me what you did today. I would love to know. I worked most of the day. I laid around the first half of the day, and then the second half I got busy. I packed orders. I did a ton of cutting. I had a huge cutout order that I had to fill, and so I spent like the last, I don't know, 4 hours doing that. Hi Marcy, welcome. Or Macy, I'm sorry, I misread your... Thank you, Laura. I appreciate you sprinkling to your craft group for me. Alright, so let me move this. And I do probably need to clean that transfer before we use it again, so we'll do that in just a second. Well, this HDMI cable is about had it over here. Okay, so that is my surface. Now I could take this and I think I kind of want to get a... make it look a little bit roughed up. Okay. Ugh. I hate working. You know, every day I wake up and I'm like, okay, well, this is nonsense that I still have to like, earn money. Every single day of my life, I think that. Every morning whenever I wake up, like, this is total BS. Hi, Mom. Ooh, football. Good, I'm glad it's back. Alright. So, this is going to be super simple, okay? I did pull out some ribbon, of course, because, you know, we gotta make a bow. And I'm just going to use a little bit of hot glue. I don't want to use a ton because I don't want it to creep out from underneath my cutout. And that's... There's a dried piece right there. Let's see if I can... Alright, so there's that. Okay, and then I pulled out all different kinds of ribbon, mostly red, but I wanted to work in some white and black. And because I used Dune, I wanted to use some off-white-ish too. So that's what I've done here. So let me just, now I'm just laying these X, I'm just putting them in an X formation, okay? Nothing, oops. No rhyme or reason. I'm just trying not to repeat the colors on top of each other, so that they are different and all the patterns are mixed in, okay? So that whenever we fluff it, it's gonna be mixed up a little bit, okay? So there we go. Now, oh, you know what? I'm gonna hold that one out to cover the center of it with. So now I'm just going to scrunch these together in the middle and take my zip tie and I'm going to pull the little end piece around to the back. so that you don't see it, okay? And then my little snipper thingies. These are great to have. You'll ruin your scissors if you cut these with your scissors all the time. And then snip a little piece of that fabric off of there and wrap it around the center to cover all of that. Okay, now you can use any color, obviously, ribbon that you want to, that you like, that coordinates with whatever colors you used. I tried to pull different ones, and surprisingly, a lot of these ribbons are from Dollar Tree, y'all. They do have a pretty good selection sometimes. And usually whenever they have good ribbon, I try to grab as many of them as I can, even if it's not in season, because I know eventually I will use it. And I'll be looking for something very specific down the road, and I'll know. Okay, Mom, but you should be listening to me. You know, I see the dedication, you know. All right, so now I'm gonna put that right there, just glue the centerpiece, and I'll probably come back actually, and, well, I may not have to, actually. I was gonna come back and like glue some of these down, but I don't think I'm gonna need to. Now, you can kind of fluff some of these out so that you can see more of the ribbon, or just let it flop wherever it wants to, okay? So there's that one. And of course, if you want to use, you could shorten these a little bit. I think I am going to shorten them just a little. Give them all a little bit of a trim, just so they're not so ridiculously long. Oh, that's really short, darn it. That's all right. Just gave it way too much of a haircut here, but that's okay. Look, we're messing things up around here all the time, okay? We have a little tiny bow now. Good night. Okay, so that's a little better. It's not quite so crazy now, okay? And trim that one too, okay? And then you don't have it quite so floppy. I just don't want it to be flopping all over, all right? So that's a little bit better for me. Hi, Elizabeth. All right, so, hi, Lisa. Oops, how are you? I just stuck my finger directly in that jar of paste, so that's cool, I guess. All right, y'all. Now, I want to show you the second part of this DIY. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I appreciate that. All right, so if you've never seen our transfers before, this is not just a stencil. It is a silkscreen transfer, okay? So silkscreen is the inside of the transfer is silk, literally, and it's like fused in there. So on a regular stencil, you just have a hole, right, where you put your paint or whatever you're using. Now with the silkscreen transfer, it's actually silk, and I'll show you in just a second. But whenever you clean our transfers, you do not need any chemicals at all. Please do not spray chemicals on these. All you need is plain water. Okay, and I like to use a board eraser, which is basically a magic eraser without chemicals, okay? So whenever you spray water on, just wipe off any chalk paste or ink that might be on the transfer, okay? And make sure that you get it all out of the silkscreen, okay? Now normally I'd be doing this at my sink in the kitchen, but because I'm out here and I'm wanting to do another project with this transfer, I'm doing it like this, okay? So that is why I'm not running it underwater, but normally I would just run it underwater and make sure that I get all of the paste off of the front and the back. So once I finished the front, I flipped it over and I did the back as well. I made sure that I got all of that paste out of the silk screen, so now it's good as new, okay? And it's still sticky, so basically that board eraser helped me remove all of the lint that I added to it, oops, whenever I fuzzed it a minute ago. So now I have this lantern. I got this at Home Goods last year. And I also, the other day, I've been looking for some of these that are smaller. So I got these at Dollar General. The other day I went over there for something else. Came across those. They were only $4, so I went ahead and grabbed them. Now, I did dry my transfer. I used the microfiber side, the lighter side of my pheasant cloth, to dry the front and back. So basically, you do not want to dry it with the terry cloth side because you're just going to be adding lint to it. So, or you can just lay it, I usually just lay mine sticky side up to dry, okay, right, like on my kitchen counter, which I'm sure Chris really loves that, okay, but there's always transfers drying in my kitchen, and then the next day I just pull them and I put them back on their backer sheets. Okay, so I'm going to put this, I'm going to attempt to put this, on here and hopefully it'll be straight. Now, this is glass, so I did fuzz my transfer, but again, it's not a lot of silk screen. I mean, it's mostly silk screen, so, but whenever you're doing any kind of paste on glass, one of our transfers, sometimes they will stick really, really good to glass. So if it's a brand new transfer, you're going to probably want to fuzz it a couple of times, okay? Now, I'm going to push this down, and we're going to put Joy down the front, because obviously Joy's not going to fit across. So I'm just going to go right in. Now, I'm not going to seal this or anything, okay? And this is glass, so I could totally, once Christmas is over, I could remove this and redo it with something else, okay? Or you could absolutely do like a year-round something on something like this and leave it out all the time, okay? But I thought this would be perfect for Christmas. I love lanterns like this. I've never had one before, but I do love them. Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate that. So I am going to dry it really well before I move on, okay? Ooh, that would look awesome etched. That's such a good idea, Karen. The only thing that I do caution you about etching is that some glass does not accept etching cream, okay? You can absolutely use etching cream with our transfers, and I do love etching. I haven't done a project with etching in a while. I need to do one. I have some glasses that I bought, too, that I need to do a project with. I should do that. Maybe I'll do that this week. To show y'all etching cream. So, I don't know why, but some glasses just don't work. I tried this, like one of those drink container things, you know, that you use for like parties. Whenever you have a bunch of people, you put like tea in it or lemonade or whatever, or water with cucumber slices, if you're really feeling fancy. Yeah, I tried one of those and it did not work at all. For some reason, I don't know why, I ended up using just paste on it, and then I sealed it, just because I knew I'd be washing that. But like for this, I will not be sealing it because I'm not going to get it wet, okay? So there's no reason to seal it. Pretty much everything that I make for decor, I don't seal it. Okay, so it's not really necessary. You can spray like clear spray paint on stuff if you want to, but I don't seal any of my stuff anymore. I used to, but I don't anymore, because it's really not necessary. And whenever I went to Pinners last year, we had like all of the stuff that they make for the catalog, right? So they brought a bunch of stuff with us that they took the pictures of in the catalog, and I asked about that, like, are any of these sealed? And no, they weren't. and they look just fine. They traveled around all over the U.S. and they made it out fine. So after that, I completely quit sealing my stuff. Unless if it's going outside, like into potentially getting wet, direct weather. Like even my door hangers, y'all, I'm bad. I haven't sealed any door hanger in a long time. Okay, I'm loving this. So let me just show you exactly what I had in mind for this. So I'm going to just put that over there. I'm going to spray it with water while it sits there just so that it doesn't get caked on there and dried. Okay, so there's that. Look how easy, okay? Now, I did buy one of those really cool battery operated candles for this, and it's too big for the hole. So that's not going to work, but that's okay because these balls are not too big for the hole. So I'm going to take these and dump them right in here. Yeah, so I was looking at Christmas bulbs, and I almost ordered some from Amazon. And even one of those battery-operated some little miniature Christmas lights would be awesome. I didn't get any, though, because I didn't plan that far ahead. But you could do absolutely anything with this. Put it anywhere. Keep it away from small children. But look how pretty that is. And when Christmas is over, I can erase this and do something else on it. So tell me what you think. You can comment the word joy. Look at my little tiny bow that I haircutted a little too short, but it's okay. And my little lantern. Okay? So you can use our transfers in any way that you want. Really, literally any surface you can think of, you can use them on. Okay? So, plus, you can use not only chalk case, but ink as well. So think about that. You can switch it up. Use ink today and paste tomorrow with the same transfer. It's not going to hurt it. So, anywho, that is all I have for you, ladies. I appreciate you joining me so much. I hope you love these. And I will see you tomorrow night. Okay? Have a great night. See ya.